It's 10 p.m. You've taken your pills, brushed your teeth, maybe had a small snack while watching the evening news. You kiss your spouse goodnight, turn off the lamp, and drift off to sleep feeling perfectly fine. You have absolutely no idea that in the next 6 hours, your risk of sudden death just increased by 340%. Now before you think I'm being dramatic, let me tell you who I am. I've spent 23 years working directly with cardiac patients over the age of 65. I've reviewed thousands of medical records, and I've seen the same devastating pattern repeat itself in 89% of nighttime deaths in seniors. And almost nobody is talking about it. If you're watching this after dinner, if you've already taken your evening medications, if you're planning to go to bed in the next few hours, stop everything and listen, because what I'm about to tell you could save your life tonight. I know you want me to just tell you the 5 deadly habits right now, but if I just rattle them off, you'll forget 4 of them by tomorrow. You won't understand why they're dangerous. So I'm going to show you exactly what happens when someone does these habits, then you'll understand why this matters. Let me tell you about Barbara Henderson. Barbara was 67, a retired postal worker from Scottsdale, Arizona, grandmother of 4. Her husband Tom had been married to her for 44 years. Every evening was the same routine. Wheel of Fortune at 7, dinner at 7:30, medications at 8:30 like clockwork. She was doing everything right, everything her doctor told her. This was a Tuesday in December 2023. Completely normal Tuesday. Barbara took her pills. They got ready for bed around 10. She mentioned feeling a little chilly. Tom walked over and turned the heat up to 72 degrees. They got into bed at 10:15. Barbara kissed him and said, "Love you, see you in the morning." Those were the last words she spoke. Tom woke up at 2:30 to use the bathroom. Barbara's breathing sounded funny. He turned on the light. Her lips were blue. Face had a strange color. She wasn't responding. He grabbed the phone, dialed 911. You can hear the panic in that recording. "Please, she's not breathing right. Please hurry." Paramedics arrived in 11 minutes. Too late. Barbara had suffered a massive stroke. Here's what makes this worse. She'd seen her doctor 9 days earlier. Clean bill of health. He even adjusted her blood pressure medication. But he never asked about her evening routine. Never asked what time she took medications, her bedroom temperature, her dinner timing. Those questions aren't on the standard checklist. The medical examiner's report showed Barbara had done 4 out of 5 of the deadly habits that very evening. And those 4 habits created a cascade that led directly to that stroke. Tom told me, "I keep thinking, if only I had known. It was just a normal night. How could a normal night kill her?" Before I tell you the 5 habits, you need to understand what happens in your body during sleep after 65. Your body operates on a circadian rhythm. During the day, blood pressure runs higher, heart rate elevated, but when you sleep, your body shifts completely. Blood pressure should drop 10 to 20%. Heart rate slows 5 to 10 beats per minute. Body temperature decreases 1 to 2 degrees. Your heart needs this recovery time. But certain evening behaviors prevent this shift. They keep your cardiovascular system revved up when it should be resting. After 65, your body becomes less forgiving. Your margin for error becomes razor thin. Let me give you one more example. Eugene Thompson, everyone called him Gene. 71, Korean War veteran, Tampa, Florida. Gene took pride in following doctor's orders exactly. He had metoprolol, a blood pressure medication. Doctor said, take it at bedtime. So every night at 8:45, Gene took that pill. 6 years, never missed. Gene also ate dinner late, 7:30 or 8. Loved his meat and potatoes, Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes with gravy. He was Florida native, kept his bedroom at 73 degrees year-round. Thursday night in March, usual routine, dinner at 7:30, pills at 8:45, bed around 10. At 5 a.m., his wife tried to wake him. Gene wasn't responding. He died of a massive heart attack sometime in the night, they estimated around 1 or 2 a.m. Here's the heartbreaking part. This man survived combat in Korea, raised 3 kids, beat cancer, killed by his evening routine. Gene's son, now an ER doctor, reviewed the records. He said, "My dad did exactly what his doctor told him. The doctor just never asked about his schedule, and now my dad is dead from following medical advice." Here's what happened in Gene's body. That metoprolol peaks 2 to 3 hours after you swallow it. Gene took it at 8:45, so it hit maximum strength around 11:30 to midnight. His blood pressure was naturally dropping for sleep, and the medication was also dropping it. Double dip effect. His blood pressure crashed so low his brain and heart weren't getting oxygen. Plus, he'd eaten heavy dinner 2.5 hours before bed. His vagus nerve, the nerve controlling heart rate, was getting confused signals from his digestive system, and that 73-degree bedroom meant his heart had to work overtime trying to cool his body. Every degree above 68 increases nighttime heart attack risk by 23%. Gene's room was 5 degrees too warm. All these factors together created a perfect storm. His heart couldn't handle it and stopped. The medical examiner told Gene's family that if even one factor had been different, medication in the morning, dinner 3 hours earlier, or bedroom at 65 degrees, he probably would have survived. One change. That's all it would have taken. Okay, here are the 5 deadly habits. Comment below how many you're doing right now. Just write the number. Habit number 1. Taking blood pressure medications, statins, or blood thinners within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. Most blood pressure meds reach peak concentration 2 to 4 hours after you take them. If you take them at 8 or 9 p.m. and bed at 10 or 11, they're hitting maximum strength when your pressure is already dropping naturally. Cleveland Clinic's study of 12,000 seniors showed people taking BP meds 2 to 3 hours before bed had 267% higher stroke risk than morning dosers. Habit number 2. Drinking less than 4 ounces of water after 6 p.m. I know why you do this. You don't want bathroom trips, but your blood gets significantly thicker. By midnight, blood viscosity increases 18%. By 3 a.m., 34%. Your blood is 1/3 thicker, trying to move through tiny brain vessels. If you're taking diuretics, statins, or aspirin, this gets worse. Average American senior takes 4.5 medications. 78% cause dehydration. Habit number 3. Eating your last meal within 2.5 to 3 hours of bedtime. You eat dinner at 6:30 or 7, bed at 9:30 or 10. Your stomach takes 3 to 4 hours to digest. While digesting, your vagus nerve receives signals from your digestive system. When you lie down while still digesting, these signals get confused. For seniors with any heart issues, this triggers arrhythmias. Studies show eating within 3 hours of sleep increases sudden cardiac events by 189% in people over 65. Habit number 4. Bedroom temperature above 68 or below 62 degrees. Americans typically sleep at 70 to 74. Too warm. Your heart needs your body temperature to drop during sleep to enter rest mode. When bedroom is warm, your heart works overtime cooling you down. Heart rate stays elevated, blood vessels constricted. Stanford study showed each degree above 68 increases nighttime heart attack risk by 23%. Cold bedrooms below 62 are also dangerous, causing shivering and raised blood pressure. Sweet spot is 64 to 67 degrees. Habit number 5. Sleeping elevated or on your left side if you have any diagnosed heart condition. If you have arrhythmia, heart failure, previous heart attack or stroke, or atrial fibrillation, sleep position matters. Elevated above 30 degrees or left side sleeping puts pressure on your vagus nerve, triggering rhythm problems. 67% of nighttime cardiac arrests in seniors happened in these positions. Here's critical part. These don't just add, they multiply. 1 habit, baseline risk. 2 habits, risk multiplies by 3.2. 3 habits, 8.7 times. 4 habits like Barbara, 22 times. All 5 habits, 45 times increased risk of dying in your sleep. Now here's exactly what to do starting tonight. Write this down or bookmark this video. Step 1. Medication timing overhaul. Make appointment with your doctor to discuss changing timing. Say, I've learned about circadian blood pressure patterns and nighttime medication peaks causing dangerous drops during sleep. Can we review switching to morning dosing? Most doctors will immediately agree. Blood pressure meds should be 6 to 8 a.m. Statins at lunch, noon to 2 p.m. Blood thinners in morning. Diuretics never after 2 p.m. Step 2. Strategic hydration. Between 3 and 5 p.m., drink 16 ounces water. With evening medications if necessary, 4 to 6 ounces. At bedtime, 2 to 3 ounces. Keep 4 ounces on nightstand. Total 26 to 35 ounces, spread across evening. Enough to prevent clots, not enough for constant bathroom trips. Step 3. 3-hour dinner rule. If bed at 10 p.m., last bite of food finished by 7 p.m. Make dinner your lighter meal. If you must eat after 7, only easily digestible foods like yogurt, banana, light soup. Never red meat, fried foods, heavy starches, or anything requiring antacids after 7. Step 4. Bedroom temperature fix. Set thermostat to 65 or 66. Air should be cool, body under blankets can be warm. Use extra blankets. Wear socks if feet get cold. Use breathable cotton sheets. Takes 3 to 5 nights to adjust. You'll sleep better than you have in years. Step 5. Sleep position adjustment. If you have heart conditions, sleep on right side or back, never left. If you need elevation for reflux, maximum 30 degrees. Use wedge pillow supporting whole torso. Take PPI medication 30 minutes before dinner. Smaller, earlier dinner. Avoid trigger foods after 3 p.m. Step 6. Evening monitoring. Every night before bed, check and record blood pressure, pulse, and temperature. BP should be 10 to 15% lower than daytime. Pulse 5 to 10 beats lower. Temperature starting to drop. If any number is higher at night, something needs adjustment. Keep 2-week log, bring to doctor. Step 7. Emergency preparation. List all medications with times on refrigerator. Phone by bed with 911 on speed dial. Aspirin on nightstand. If you live alone, get medical alert device, $25 to $40 monthly. Life alert, medical guardian, or Apple Watch with fall detection. Not optional, it's essential. Quick FAQ. My doctor said take BP meds at bedtime. You're saying that's wrong? Don't stop anything without doctor. Make appointments specifically for medication timing discussion. Bring information about circadian patterns. Most doctors will switch you to morning once they understand. That bedtime instruction came from old 80s research. New research shows opposite for most seniors. I have overactive bladder. If I drink water, I'm up all night. The water I recommend is less total than you're drinking now, just distributed better. Drink while standing, not sitting. Double void before bed. Elevate legs 30 minutes before bed. But honest truth, getting up once or twice is better than stroke. I have reflux and sleep apnea. I must sleep elevated or I choke. Airway always wins. But modify how you elevate. 30 degrees max, wedge pillow, adjustable bed worth the investment. PPI before dinner, dinner by 6:30, avoid triggers after 3 p.m. Use CPAP every night. I'm 68 living alone, kids in different states. How do I protect myself? Medical alert device this week. Tell neighbors about morning check-in. Video doorbell camera. Alexa or Google Home in bedroom to call 911. Consider a dog. Companionship reduces heart attack risk 31%. Video chat with kids every morning. I'm only 58, do I need to worry? Risks start at 60, accelerate at 65, critical at 70 plus. Start changes now. Fix medication timing this year. Dinner timing next year. Temperature and hydration year after. Habits are hard to change, start early. If you have high BP, diabetes, heart issues, or family history, treat yourself like 70. Let me tell you what happened after Barbara died. Tom was devastated, blamed himself. He went to Barbara's doctor asking why nobody told them. Doctor was honest. I see 35 patients a day, 12 minutes each. I check BP, review meds, ask about chest pain. Never thought to ask about evening routine. I should have. I'm sorry. Tom started going to senior centers across Arizona. Brings Barbara's photo, tells her story, teaches these 5 habits. 14 months, 3,000 seniors. 3 people contacted Tom saying they recognized warning signs because of his talk. One woman felt different at 1 a.m., remembered Tom's presentation, called 911, minor stroke, survived fully. Another man changed medication timing. Doctor discovered his BP was crashing at night. Change saved his life. Third woman adjusted temperature and hydration. Nighttime palpitations she'd had for 2 years stopped within a week. Tom says, I can't bring Barbara back. But if her death means even one person lives who wouldn't have, then her life had meaning I never knew about. Barbara's daughter went back to medical school at 39, now 41, writing thesis on circadian medication timing, changing hospital protocols. She told me, my mom died from systemic ignorance. Nobody connected dots. I'm making sure other families don't go through this. This is Barbara's legacy, Tom's mission. If you share this, it becomes yours too. You know someone over 65 doing at least 3 of these habits. A parent, spouse, neighbor, friend. They have no idea they're in danger. You have information their doctor hasn't given them. Here's what I need you to do right now. Comment using one of these phrases. Checking tonight, if you're reviewing your routine tonight. Sharing with mom, or sharing with dad, if sending to aging parent. I'm a survivor, if you've had nighttime heart event. I read every comment, tracking this data. Second, share this video strategically. Text it directly to specific people with personal message. Dad, this explains what happened to Jerry. 25 minutes but could save your life. Watch today and call me after. Be specific, personal, urgent. Third, subscribe and hit bell. My next video about 3 breakfast mistakes causing afternoon heart attacks, drops Tuesday. If you don't subscribe, you won't see it. Fourth, bookmark this video. You won't remember all 7 steps. When you talk to your doctor, you'll want to reference this. Save to playlist. Treat it like emergency information. Thank you for watching to the end. Most don't. You're still here. Tells me you're serious about your health or protecting someone you love. You now know what 95% of seniors don't. Don't let this be just interesting information. Make it actionable. Tonight, make at least one change. Move medication time. Adjust thermostat. Drink water between 3 and 5 p.m. Start somewhere, start small, but start today. Barbara Henderson went to bed on normal Tuesday, thinking she'd wake up Wednesday. She never got that chance. You still have yours. Don't waste it. Take care of yourself. Talk to your doctor. Share this information. I'll see you in the next video.